Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great, and welcome to this another video where we are going to be building a rating view inside SwiftUI. So you're going to see how to build animated rating, star rating in SwiftUI, and purely in SwiftUI using some of the basic views that you must have learned from the channel. So if you have not, go ahead and browse the channel, because in DevTechie's YouTube channel there are several resources that will help you basically ramp up with your SwiftUI skills. Okay, all right, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look how our rating view actually looks like, the final version of the product that we're building. Okay, so we have this star rating that has, like, when it starts, it's not gonna have any rating, but basically in this case, let me kill this, and I'll actually restart. And this is the view that you're gonna see when you get. So this could be your standard rating view for your app, and essentially when user arrives or you are asking for their rating, you can ask them to rate your product. You can ask them to rate it as 1 or rate it as 5. Now, I don't know if you notice, but there is a kind of animation going on, and also a gradient that's actually filling this rating to show, the difference between 5-star and 3-star and 2 stars. So as you can see, our view is animating, and this is what we are going to be building purely in SwiftUI. Okay, so we're going to be learning a few things about masking and overlays and stuff like that, along with the animation in this video. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I start coding, I want to actually quickly highlight the resource that you have. Another resource that you have in your hand is basically devtechie.com. So if you have not visited, go ahead, visit devtechie.com, and here we have a whole bunch of courses that are listed. There are some free courses as well, like for example this one where we're gonna be you will build a complete food recipe app in SwiftUI 3, and you can actually you can use this or you can just get the access for free for this one. But there are various other courses as well, there are some free, some paid ones, but it actually tells you a lot about what the how to build SwiftUI apps. Okay, and we also have a new community blog where you can go and essentially read a lot of things. There are a bunch of articles to learn and skill yourself up in SwiftUI space. There are many detailed articles that you're gonna basically see in this, and go ahead and join this community. It's free, and essentially you just have to go onto the page and click join and put your email, and you are good to go. Okay, so just like that. Okay, and that's as easy as get the access to DevTechie's blog. Okay, if you're looking for old blog, there's the old blog right here, and it has all the things that you're looking for, and just hit us with our newsletter, or check out our YouTube channel, or send us an email, various ways to contact us. Okay, with that said, let me go ahead and close this and go back to the thing that we are actually gonna do here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build everything from scratch. So I'm going to start with a separate view that's going to handle the rating part. Okay, and this rating view example is going to basically be the driver or the user of that another view. So we're going to create a struct, and we're going to call this star rating. This is going to conform to the view protocol, and we are going to expect whoever is going to use this, we're going to expect them to pass the initial value for the rating. Also, this is going to be a binding value, so we can actually reflect back the rating that user has chosen for our product. Okay. And then we're gonna have our body to make sure, like, you know, the body is defined. For now, I'm simply gonna put a text and dev tag in there, just so we have basically this error goes away. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna design our UI using various different components. So we're going to create some computer properties that are going to actually that are going to be building our UI, and we're going to use that in order to compile this view right here in the body. Okay, that'll make it, like, you know, easy for us to reuse these components if you want to extract out in a component library. Right. So we're going to create a private variable, and we're going to call this one star view. This is going to be returning some view, and we're going to have an H stack inside this with a spacing of 25 points. Now here we're going to create a for each, and our rating is going to go 1 to 5. So we're going to say create a for each for 1 to less than 6. That means 1 to 5. Okay, now for each gives us basically access to the index for each value it's iterating over. So we're gonna take that index and we're gonna say draw an image with system name, and we're gonna use star.fill version for this. You can use any other SF symbol if you like, and we're gonna have a font. We're gonna get the font large title. For the foreground color, we're gonna basically say if the rating is greater than equal to the current index, then we're gonna set the color to be yellow. Otherwise, we're gonna leave the color to be gray. So this is what is gonna make sure that all the colors that are essentially below that index. So let's say, like, you know, we have, like, you know, 2 selected, okay, or 3 selected. Let's take 3. So when we have 3 selected, the rating value is going to be 3. So if rating is greater than equal to index, the current index, okay, then we wanna, if this becomes true, then we want to actually set all the colors, all the views below that to the yellow color. Okay, and, like, you know, basically other ones to gray. So so it's gonna go, like, you know, it's not gonna go do it for all of them, but the current. Okay, so it's only the current one it's iterating over. But let's say when we are at 1, it's gonna say, well, 1 is the index, but rating is 3. That means the rating is greater than 1, so I should mark this yellow. When it reaches 2, well, rating is still 3, index is 2, then mark it yellow. When it reaches 4, rating is 3, and it's not greater than or equal to index, then use the gray. So you get the idea. All right, so that's what we are using this for. And then we're gonna have an on tap gesture, and we're gonna wrap our changes in with our animation block. So we're gonna say rating is gonna be updated to index basically whenever user taps on that index. So for example, when they tap on 5, that becomes the current rating. When they tap on 3, that becomes the current rating, like so. Okay, so that's our view. That's our, like, you know, star view. All right, so if what this star view is going to do basically is it's gonna basically have all these stars with colors. Now it comes the overlay part. So we're going to use an overlay with linear gradient to give this gradient effect, and we're going to mask this eventually, the star view with the overlay view, to give this, like, you know, gradient view look. All right, that's a simple technique. So basically we're gonna simply create another private variable, overlay view. This is gonna have a geometry reader wrapped inside it, which is gonna give us access to the proxy. Okay, and let me go ahead and reformat to make sure everything is formatted correctly. And we're gonna have a z index or z stack, okay, with the alignment to be leading, and for the content we're gonna have a rectangle. Okay, now this rectangle is gonna be filled with a linear gradient. All right, and this linear gradient is gonna have some colors. We're gonna use yellow and orange. Basically, whenever we have, like, you know, rating 5 is gonna go to orange, and yellow is gonna be the lowest color. So let me bring up the simulator again. So the lowest rating is gonna have, like, you know, yellow color. The highest rating is gonna have the orange color. In between is gonna basically gradient through those. Okay, for the start point it's gonna be leading, because we're gonna show leading to trailing, and the end point is gonna be trailing. We're gonna have a frame, and this frame is going to have a width, and width we're gonna compute with the help of our rating view. Okay, so we're gonna say cg float, and we're gonna take our rating and we can divide that with 5, because we know, like, you know, there's 5-star rating, and we're gonna take our proxy and we're gonna actually multiply proxies with that. Okay, that'll give us, like, you know, width for the rectangle. Okay, now there's one important thing, because this is gonna sit as an overlay. We want to make sure that this guy or this view right here does not take the tap action. So we want to actually disable that, and we're gonna disable it by calling allows hit testing to be false. So all the taps are gonna be received by the star view, not the overlay view. Okay, now it's time to put all this thing together. So we're gonna simply say star view. We're gonna add an overlay on that, and the overlay is gonna be the overlay view. Okay, and this overlay view is gonna mask the star view. Okay, so that's gonna produce this UI right here, and now all we gotta do is basically use this view. So for that, what we're gonna do is we are simply going to create a state variable. Once again, rating of type int. We're gonna set this to 0 as a starting value, and then we're gonna say star rating, and we're gonna pass the binding value of the rating like that. Okay, now we have our view ready. Now in order to show you the difference, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to blue. I mean, we haven't seen the blue rating, but I'm going to just change it. So cyan and blue. Let's change this to cyan. Okay, just to show you that I'm actually running our current example, not the previous one. Okay, so when we execute and when we run this, we're gonna get our gray ratings view. All the stars are gray. That means user has not rated yet. That's the indicator. Like, you know, basically we need to, if you wanna sort of, like, you know, make this a required, you can actually act upon. If the rating is 0, then ask user to fill it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark the rating 5, and as you can see, our cyan to blue color is actually reflecting the animation. So all right, and you can even try, like, you know, a different mix of colors. So let's say I want to go all the way to orange. I don't know how it's gonna look. Let's see. So I mean, that's it's not looking bad. So, you can make a really gradient star view if you like, but I actually like the original. That's the yellow and orange, so I'm gonna actually resume to that. And there you have it, your ratings view. Okay, all right, with that we have reached the end of this video. And then one last thing, once again, just a quick reminder for you to go and check devtechie.com. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. And make sure you subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much.